Imagine sitting at a desk.
Just a quiet room, a desk, and a clock.
Yeah. A clock with maybe 3 minutes left on it.
And you are staring at a blank piece of paper.
Right. Your hands are shaking just a little bit, and, well, your entire dream feels like it is on the line.
Your dream of moving to a new country.
Mm.
Or maybe starting a new university.
Exactly. It feels like everything depends on what you write in those last 3 minutes.
It is a very heavy feeling. You know, many people carry that exact fear every single day.
You pack your bags in your mind. You picture yourself stepping off an airplane.
Starting a brand new life. It is a beautiful picture.
But then, right in the middle of that picture, a wall appears.
A very tall, very scary wall.
And that wall is a test. But it's not just any test, is it?
No, it is a strict exam, an exam that decides if you can cross a border or start a new job.
Today, we are dismantling the IELTS exam. We're going to take apart that fear, piece by piece.
We are using some really great notes today from a lesson by a group called Confident Voices English.
Yes, Confident Voices English. They put together some very clear, simple strategies for this exam.
Strategies that anyone can use. You don't need to be perfect to use them.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because, the name itself sounds terrifying.
It really does.
It's the International English Language Testing System.
Just hearing that full name, it can make a student's heart beat faster.
Oh, absolutely. It sounds so official.
It sounds like a cold machine, a calculating machine.
Right now, I want to speak directly to you.
Yes.
You, the person listening to us today.
We are talking to you.
We know you are working incredibly hard. We know studying feels completely overwhelming.
Especially studying for a test to live in another country. It is exhausting.
Your brain is tired. We get it.
Yeah.
But today, this deep dive is a safe space for you.
A totally safe space. We are going to slow things down.
We're going to take a deep breath together. Ready?
We are not going to rush at all today.
We will break down the 4 parts of this test very simply.
We will explain exactly how the test works. No complicated work.
And more importantly, we will show you how to let go of that heavy anxiety.
Because you are definitely not alone in this journey.
Before we discuss the specific sections like reading or writing, we have to talk about the fear itself.
The fear is the biggest obstacle, not the English language.
When I hear the phrase testing system, my natural instinct is to feel small.
Yeah, that makes sense. A system sounds so big.
It makes me feel like I'm fighting a giant robot, like a robot programmed to find my mistakes.
It feels like it's designed to make you fail.
Exactly. Designed to keep me out.
That is a very natural human reaction. When something holds the key to your future, it feels like an enemy.
But we need to change how we view this exam, don't we?
Yes, we do. There are no secret tricks to passing. It just requires a calm plan.
A calm plan. I like that.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the test is simply a bridge.
A bridge. Wow, I really like that image.
Think about it. A bridge is just a structure.
Right. It helps you get from where you are to where you want to be.
Exactly. It is just a tool. The people who created the IELTS exam, they do not want you to fail.
Wait, really? Because it sure feels like they do.
I promise they don't. They just need a standard way to measure things.
Measure if you can safely walk across that bridge.
Yes. To see if you can survive in an English-speaking environment, that's all.
So once you understand how the bridge is built, the panic starts to fade away.
It really does. The mystery goes away.
To you listening right now, please just hold on to that thought.
You already know so much English. You have studied the vocabulary.
You know the grammar. Now you just need to understand the structure of the test itself.
So let us start with the first half of the exam.
The part where you take information into your brain.
Right. The listening and reading sections. Let us begin with listening.
The listening section.
Yeah.
Okay. There is one specific rule here that causes instant panic.
Oh, I know the one you mean.
You only hear the audio recording one time.
Just once. And that is scary.
When I think about that, my anxiety just spikes.
It is a lot of pressure.
If I miss one word, it is gone forever. If I lose focus for 2 seconds, I might lose my score.
Or if someone in the room coughs, that one-time rule is exactly why students freeze.
So what happens when they freeze?
Well, when people are afraid, they try to hear everything. They try to translate every single word in their head.
Oh, wow. That sounds exhausting.
It is impossible. They try to catch every single sound, but doing that actually guarantees you will miss the answers.
Because your brain just gets too tired.
Exactly. Your brain cannot process that much information that fast.
So we need a way to filter the noise.
We do. We need a strategy.
It reminds me of being in a very crowded, noisy airport.
Oh, that is a great example. Tell me more.
Well, when the voice comes over the speaker in an airport, I do not listen to every single word.
Right, you are not listening to the whole sentence carefully.
No, I do not care about flights going to Tokyo or Paris. I only listen for my specific flight number.
That is a brilliant way to explain it. You have a target.
A very specific target.
And that brings us to the core strategy for the listening test. You must read the questions before the audio begins.
Read the questions first. So you know your flight number.
Exactly. You have to know your flight number before the announcer starts talking.
If I read the question first, I give my brain a target. I am not trying to catch 100 words anymore.
No, you're just hunting for one piece of information.
Like a detective. A detective looking for a very specific clue.
Yes, be a detective. The mechanism here is about managing your brain's energy.
How does that work in the test?
If the question asks for a time, your brain only needs to listen for a number.
So when the speaker says a big, complicated word that I do not understand,
You do not need to panic, you just let it pass by.
because I know it is not the time or the number I am looking for,
Exactly, you just ignore it.
that changes everything for the listener. You do not have to be perfect.
No perfection needed, you just need to know what you are looking for before the talking starts.
Okay, I feel much better about listening now.
Good. Now let us move smoothly into the reading section.
The reading section. This part also creates a massive amount of stress.
It does, but for a completely different reason.
Right, because the reading section is a race.
A very fast race.
You are given very long, difficult academic texts, and you only have 60 minutes.
60 minutes goes by very fast.
My instinct when I read in a second language is to be extremely careful.
Of course. You want to understand everything.
Yeah, I want to read every single word slowly. I want to translate each sentence in my head.
So you don't miss any important details.
Exactly. But I imagine that instinct is a dangerous trap on a timed test.
It is the biggest trap of all.
Really, the biggest trap.
Yes. What's fascinating here is the reading test is not actually a test of deep reading.
Wait, it's not?
No. The people who write the exam know it is physically impossible for a learner to read those texts deeply in 60 minutes.
Wait, they know it's too long.
Yes, it is deliberately designed to be too long.
Then what are they actually testing? That feels unfair.
They are testing your time management. They want to see your ability to locate information quickly.
Ah, so it is a search and find mission.
Exactly. They want to see if you can find facts without getting stuck.
So how do we do that?
To do this, you need two very specific skills. The first is called skimming.
Skimming. Okay, let us break down skimming into very simple terms for the listener.
Skimming means moving your eyes over the text very quickly, just to understand the main topic.
So I am not reading the words properly.
Oh, think about walking into a restaurant and looking at a menu.
Okay, I am hungry. I look at the menu.
You do not read every single ingredient for every single dish.
Yeah, definitely not. I just look at the big words.
Right. You quickly look at the bold words to see which section is chicken, which is beef, and which is vegetarian.
Ah, I'm just building a map of the page.
Exactly. You find out where the information lives. You don't read the whole thing.
Okay, so that is skimming, building the map. And then what is the second skill?
The second skill is scanning.
Scanning, like a machine scanner.
Sort of. Scanning is when you hunt for a specific detail, like a name, a date, or a location.
I think I get it. It is like trying to find your friend in a crowded room.
That is a perfect example.
When I look for my friend, I do not stop and look closely at every single person's face.
No, you would never find them in time.
Right. I just move my eyes rapidly across the crowd until I spot my friend's red jacket.
Exactly. You ignore everything that is not the red jacket.
So for our listener today, please hear this clearly.
Yes, listen closely to this part.
During the reading test, you will definitely see vocabulary words you do not know.
You will see many difficult words.
And those hard words are placed there on purpose, right? To slow you down.
Yes, they are traps. Do not stop. Do not freeze.
You have to keep moving forward. Just look for the red jacket.
Your job is to find the answer to the question, not to understand the whole article.
Do not let one difficult word steal your valuable time.
Time is your most precious resource in this exam.
Okay, so we have solved how to survive taking in a massive amount of English under a ticking clock.
We conquered listening and reading.
But what happens when that clock is ticking and a blank page is staring back at you?
That is the perfect transition. We are moving from taking information in to producing it yourself.
The writing part. For many students, writing task 2 is the most terrifying part of the entire exam.
It is very scary. You have to write an essay expressing your own ideas.
Writing on a blank page is difficult in your native language.
It really is. Sometimes you just don't know what to say.
Doing it in a second language while someone is timing you feels incredibly heavy.
It is a huge mental challenge.
My assumption has always been that to get a high score, I need to sound highly educated.
Many students think that.
I feel like I need to impress the examiner by using very big, complex, and fancy vocabulary words.
You want to sound smart.
Right. I feel like I need to write like a university professor.
Please, whatever you do, do not try to write like a university professor.
Really? But why not?
That is a very dangerous strategy.
Why is that dangerous? It is an English test, so shouldn't I show them all the biggest English words I know?
No, because of how the grading rubric works.
How does it work then?
The examiner is grading you on clear communication. They just want to understand you.
So big words are bad.
Not bad, but risky. If you use a very simple word correctly, your sentence is clear.
Okay, that makes sense.
But if you try to use a highly complex word and you use it incorrectly, the sentence breaks.
The meaning gets lost.
Yes, the examiner gets confused and your score drops immediately.
Oh, wow. So trying too hard actually hurts my score.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Keeping your words simple actually leads to a higher score.
Because simple is clear.
Yes. Clear thinking will always beat complex grammar. Always.
So an essay written with simple, clear English that answers the question perfectly.
That essay will always score higher than an essay full of big words that make no sense.
If I am a listener hearing that right now, my shoulders just dropped 2 inches.
The tension is just leaving your body.
Absolutely. Knowing I do not need to write like a famous poet takes away half the stress.
You don't need to be Shakespeare. You just need to be clear.
But I also need to be organized, right?
Yes, you must be organized. Organization reduces the stress on your brain.
How does it do that?
If you use a simple structure, you do not have to panic about what to write next.
You just fill in the blanks.
Exactly.
What is the most reliable, simple structure for this essay?
It has 3 basic parts. Keep it very simple.
Okay, part 1.
First, the introduction. This is where you clearly tell the examiner what you are going to say.
Just a quick preview.
Second, the body paragraphs. This is where you explain your main ideas simply one by one.
Just your main points. Nothing crazy.
And third, the conclusion. This is where you summarize what you just said.
Tell them what you will say. Say it, then tell them what you said.
That's it. That structure is a lifesaver.
It creates little boxes for you to put your simple words into.
Yes. And there is one mechanical step you must never forget in the writing test.
What is that?
You must leave 2 minutes at the very end just to check your spelling and basic grammar.
Oh, proofreading.
Yes. When we write fast, we make small mistakes.
We forget an S at the end of a word, or mix up a vowel.
Exactly. Finding those mistakes before the examiner sees them can save your score.
So, take a deep breath, keep it simple, organize it, and check it at the end.
You have conquered the blank page.
But writing is an isolated activity. You are all alone with your paper.
That's true. Nobody's looking at you.
The speaking test is completely different.
Oh, it is a whole different world.
During the speaking test, you are sitting face to face. You are looking into the eyes of a human examiner.
The physical presence of the examiner makes many students freeze up entirely.
It feels intensely personal, doesn't it?
Very personal. They are right there watching you.
My natural reaction, especially in part 1 where they ask basic questions about my home or my hobbies, is to protect myself.
Protect yourself how?
I want to say as little as possible.
Yeah.
So I do not make any grammar mistakes.
Playing it safe.
Yeah. If they ask me a question, I just want to give a safe, one-word answer.
That is the most common mistake students make.
Really? But it feels so safe.
They are so terrified of being wrong, they offer almost nothing.
But why is that a mistake?
Because if you give a one-word answer, you are actually hurting your score.
This raises an important question. If they are not just checking my grammar, what is the examiner actually looking for when I speak?
They are looking for fluency.
Fluency? What does that mean in this test?
Fluency means talking smoothly with a natural rhythm.
Just like a normal conversation.
Right. The examiner needs data. They need to hear enough of your voice to judge your pronunciation.
They need to hear my flow.
And your ability to connect ideas. A one-word answer gives them 0 data.
Let us practice this so the listener can really hear the difference.
That is a great idea. Let's do it.
Let us role-play the famous Apple example from the lesson notes.
Okay, imagine I am the examiner. We are sitting in a quiet room.
I am the nervous student.
I look at you and ask a simple question. Do you like apples?
If I am trapped in my fear of making a mistake, I will look down and quietly say, yes.
And then there is a heavy silence in the room.
It's awkward.
Very awkward. I have no data to grade. I do not know if you can speak English well.
I gave you nothing to work with.
Exactly. You must explain why. You must add details to expand the conversation.
Okay, let me try again. I will focus on flow, not perfect grammar.
Okay. Do you like apples?
Yes, I really love them because they are very healthy and they taste sweet.
That is a fantastic answer.
It felt much better, too.
You answered the core question, but you also gave me two specific details, healthy and sweet.
And I used a connecting word.
Because
You gave me enough audio data to hear your natural rhythm.
it is like building a tiny bridge to the examiner.
Yes, another bridge.
You are inviting them into a natural conversation instead of treating them like a wall.
That is the exact mindset you need. It's just a friendly chat.
Continually remind yourself while you sit there. The examiner is a real person.
They are not a cold robot.
They are not a calculating machine. They are a human being who wants to have a conversation with you.
They probably woke up tired, just like you.
They probably had a cup of coffee that morning.
They understand you are nervous. They see nervous students all day long.
If you treat the speaking test like a friendly chat with a neighbor, your voice will naturally relax.
You will just breathe easier.
Do not treat it like a police interrogation. Just talk.
Even if I make a mistake.
Even if you make a small grammar mistake, keep talking. Smooth flow is much more important than a perfect verb tense.
We have covered so much critical ground today. I feel like we really unpacked this.
We looked at the mechanisms behind all four parts of the exam.
We found out how to filter noise and listening, like the airport.
We learned to manage our time by skimming and reading, like looking at a menu.
We discovered that simple clarity wins in writing. No professors allowed.
And we realized that smooth human flow is the secret to speaking. Talk about those apples.
All of these individual strategies are incredibly powerful.
But there is one final golden rule that ties everything together.
What is the ultimate takeaway? What is the one thing our listener must do at home to guarantee success?
The golden rule is this: practice with a timer.
A timer. Why a timer?
Every single time you practice, use a clock, because the entire test is fundamentally a race.
Oh, right. 60 minutes for reading.
Exactly. Knowing the English language is only half the battle.
What is the other half?
The other half is managing your own nervous system while the clock ticks.
The physical panic, the sweaty hands.
Yes. If you sit at home and practice reading for 2 hours with no clock, you are not preparing for the real test.
Because you are too relaxed.
You have to train your body to stay calm under pressure.
If you set a timer for 60 minutes on your kitchen table, your heart might beat fast the first few times.
It will feel uncomfortable.
But after a few weeks, that pressure feels completely normal.
You adapt. Humans adapt. By the time you sit down on the actual test day, the ticking clock cannot hurt you anymore.
Because you are used to it. You have already conquered that specific fear in your own home.
And along with using a timer, there is a gentle daily action you can take.
What is that?
Surround yourself with the English language every single day.
Oh, just like you are doing right this minute, listening to us.
Exactly. Simply by listening to this deep dive, you are actively improving your listening skills.
Every simple article you read, every audio session you play, it builds a strong foundation.
It builds confidence, step by step.
You are doing incredibly well. Just keep going.
Take it one day at a time and take it one word at a time.
Do not let the heavy name of the test trick you into feeling small. You are not small.
You have the right tools now.
You know how to be the detective who finds the target in the audio.
You know how to map the text by skimming.
You know how to keep your writing clean and simple.
And you know how to chat like a human being.
So what does this all mean?
It means you are ready.
You now know the underlying strategies. You know the test is just a timed race, evaluated by a regular human being who actually wants you to succeed.
Think back to that wall we talked about at the very beginning of our conversation.
That big, scary wall, blocking your dream of a new life.
Now ask yourself this question.
How much of achieving a high score is actually about the complex English words you memorize?
And how much is simply about trusting yourself and learning to manage your own fear?